Oh my god, I was worried. I thought all the ice things came back. Like, I don't have my pick. Whatever shall I do?
You want me to bring one?
Didn't come back, luckily.
You want me to bring one?
Right, okay, so we should have a blueprint finished. We do. The mighty digger is in. Should be enough space here to spawn this in. So let's spawn in the mighty digger. And there we are, there's the mighty digger. Thank you very much, mighty digger. Hello, how are you, my little friend? That's it. Oops. Oh, no, in there. Up here. F P. Hello. 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 Okay, I'm gonna need some more oxygen. Right. Power. No, P, let's make sure my little space is oxygenated. That'll do. If I'll come here. And then we go down here. And off we go. Right. So, oops, going the wrong way. Still going the wrong way. There we are. Right, okay, so this has got to have... This should be able to make me a few 150mm rockets. I got the rockets. Six out, so let's have 60 rockets on board. It's got miniguns and projectile rounds, so there we go. Let's have some projectile rounds. Oh, we can't do that because we haven't got any copper. Right. We should have some copper in here now. I don't need all that copper in that. Let's have a lot of those. Right, so what have we got to take with me as backup stuff? Yeah, that's fine. That and that. I don't need any of that because that will that I will be able to make myself. So that steel plate. It's made 200 motors. Very nice. make that into nanotubes. Oh, don't know how much that'll do. Make some load of nanotubes. And that should go there. That should go there. Actually, that's neodymium, should go there. That goes there. That goes there. That goes on there. That goes there. That, no, a burger goes in my tummy. That can go there. Right, okay, so that's pretty well all sorted out. Right, so we've made 42 missiles, that'll do. Let's take some oxygen with us. I've got enough fuel to do what I need to do. Right, okay. Right, now, time to go and get some resources. 15 mil I want. Take a stack of 15 mil. Really goes in there. I've got some of that. Take that with me, put it in the construct at the top. Should be making... Oh dear, what did it run out of now? It hasn't run out. So I told you to make me... Yes, we'll take 1,000 rounds. Well, there we go. I'm going to go right up the top here. Into there we can put some crushed stone. We'll put that. We'll get it to make 100 of it. We'll process 100 of that. Oh, we've got the odd thing. I don't know what that's doing in there. Or that. Some extra fuel. Oh, I've got that with me. Alright, okay, fair enough. One burger. I think we better have a couple more burgers. To be frank. We'll take a couple more burgers. There we are. So they're at 59, that's 34, okay. Bit of food with me. I shouldn't in theory need this. Alright, I'm not going to go digging. Oh yes, that's right, I am. PvP. Let's make this one 16, of course. And let's open the ramps out because the mighty digger, this thing can come on. I'm going to take this with me, and this will be oxygenated. So it's full. Why? Because this should be should just about fit onto the back here, step here. Well, it fits on. Not brilliantly, but it fits on. It's locked on. It's not the best, but it will do. It will do. I just put the burgers in there. That'll do. Why put the on fill all? I thought I put 42 50mm bullet projectile rifle round. I don't want to keep those for myself. La 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 la. Right, that's good. Ramps up. Off we go. I might have to, if I'm going to carry this thing around, I'm going to have to extend the ramp. Make it wider. A couple of blocks longer. Let's just go and get some sathium. So it's lock target. There you go. Right, here we go. Okay, so sathium asteroids that way. Let's head over to those. Right, now let's chew this asteroid up. Let's eat this away. Lovely jubbly. Get out my way. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, shut yum. Oh, yum. Right, that's one. B. Devices. Harvest box. Here's another one. Right, let's rinse and repeat. Take a whole load of crushed stone with me, doesn't matter. Crushed stone is lovely. Well, okay, let's spin round then. Here we go. Let's take this satellite away, or this asteroid away. Let's nom the whole thing. Okay, what is on there? Let's just eat it all away. There we go. B. Harvest box. Right. And we'll just eat this whole thing away. stone the lot. I don't care what. It's all going. I wonder how much crushed stone this is going to give, because it's going to be interesting. Look at that, 3,000 crushed stone. Yeah, this is yielding some nice. This will yield quite a nice amount of copper. This will, and iron, and so on. Which is really all I'm doing it for. This is an experiment. I just want to see and take this lot apart, see just how much I'm going to get out of an asteroid. Not just in terms of its sathium, because this is one of the smaller asteroids, so I can destroy this quite easily, because it will regenerate in 30 minutes time and it'll be back. You know, it's not like the end of the world. Oh, let's just take this sathium here. Not going to be depriving any players of anything. It's going to eat up a whole asteroid all to myself. Let me get the sathium first though. And a patch down here and there. Alright, so that's done then. Let's see how much space we can take up with the crushed stone. Because honestly, if it's as easy to do this, to get my rares, the only place I've got to go now is cobalt and magnesium and promethium. And pentaxid, then by chewing away this asteroid, which doesn't take that long. It really doesn't take that long. It's almost gone now. There's this collection of odd little niblets left. And there we have it, you know, say goodbye asteroid. There, that's gone. Oh, what did that? That's done a lot of crushed stone, that has. Right, what about in the other cargo box? Okay. Not exactly small beer, but I'll put that down there. So that's emptied out. Actually, let's go up into the large construction. Let's just dump that in there. Let's convert that to iron. And let's see just how many iron asteroids we get, iron ingots we get out of that asteroid. And whatever else I don't, there's nothing left. It's gone. Bye. Right, back to Opibas. Not target, there we go. Yeah, so while we're at it, we'll go out and do a good mining run. Map. Neodymium. Lock target. How are we doing fuel-wise? Fuel. Okay, we got enough to get there. Certainly got enough to get back because that's that. Right, off we go. I'll have something to eat when I get the other side. Right, so I know there's one there. Let's have a little run through here. Get the fridge open. And I have a second one. There we are. That's taken me all the way. Let's see if we can find another neodymium because we found one. They're not exactly the easiest things to spot, actually. But from the jumping point, we'll take a different course. Once I get to that stopping counting up, I'll change course and go and grab it. But hopefully this course will take me on to another. That one up here. I'm not sure if that's one down there. Actually. Is it? Yes, it is. We'll chart it anyway. Excuse me a minute, my mobile phone's nagging me. Right, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, a quick telephone call I needed to deal with. Right, so I'm back. Where were we? Neodymium asteroid. There we are. Let's nom this one. There it is. Lovely neodymium, which we'll just nom up beautifully. Whoops. Right, that looks all gone, so we'll take that out of the way. There's one up there. There we are, there's another one. There's another one. So yeah, we've got the equipment now to do this, which is fine and dandy. Right, so there's not a drop left on that one, and there happens to be another even better one here. Let's just put that in the large constructor. That's a lot of crushed stone, but it's going to make, for me, all sorts of things, and ingots being one of them. It's a slow process, but actually it doesn't matter. It's going along. And there'll be a couple of hundred ingots made, which by any stretch of the imagination is better than no ingots at all. So yeah, I mean the crushed stone coming out has actually had, you know, being useful is kind of good. Because it was something that was sort of a byproduct of mining that you just didn't know what to do. Well, you could make concrete with it, and that was it. That's all you did was make concrete or armored concrete with it before, and you didn't half get a lot of it when you were on. Well, come on, get off. When you were drilling on planet, you really did get a lot of it, but not now. That's all over and done with, so to speak. Yeah, get out of the way. I keep catching myself on you. Take that out of the way, and that too. That's in the way. Now it's actually got a greater use other than concrete, which is really very useful. So it doesn't matter, from my point of view, that we end up farming a huge amount of stone, crushed stone, because it gets turned into iron, copper, slowly, as it were. It will be processed and become these more valuable ores. Right, okay, that's jolly good. Let's go on up towards here. Hello, what's going on now? Another ding on my mobile phone. That's my son. Let's just make sure we got those marked. Well, there's two so close to each other I can't mark them, so I just marked one of them. Oh, let's swing by this one. 4 will be enough. I don't need any more than that. 3 is generally enough, but 4 will be great. And we will be away. Back to the centre. While I'm doing, I might as well plot the course back, mightn't I? Which is to Omnibus Orbit Lock Target. Access that. Put that there. Go back. P. Main. Fill all there are. Yep. Now it else has appeared, so there we go. Hey, Ubaldo. No, there's the planets are limited there, but this is a designer universe, so there are only the planets that have been set up for the server. Which let me just bring up the map for the universe as we are able to do it, and that's it. So that's our universe. And the little lines tell you where we can visit. In the middle is my home planet, or the PvE home planet. We've got 4 asteroid fields, which are divided up for the individual rare elements. So there, and we're in that one at the moment. You've got 4 planets. Snowy is a planet that has it'll tell us pentaxid and cobalt. We have Lavos there, which is magnesium and promethium. We also have 2 others here, Elysium and Hades. These are the homeworlds of the 2 warring PvP factions. that and they have gold on their planets, and they mine gold, and then they buy from us various products, whether it be just processed ore or it could be just weapons, uh, reloads, so rockets and all this happy stuff that we will make in our factories. So I'm a solo PvE player. So I'm just playing on my own at the moment. And that's because this is a test server. It's just being set up, and I've been asked to come and help test it to see if see how it works. So, is it playing ball? We've got any bugs on it? This, that, and the other. So it's should be. It seems to be working just fine. The response is fine to over the net. Servers based in Europe, so it's really good. Have you played this game before or not? So let's go back home. Well, there's my target. And engage warp drive, Mr. Sulu. Here we go. Make it so. Right, that's my home planet. And you see from the center, if we look around, you can see there's a planet over there. That's one of the planets. And so on. There's another one there. That's Snowy. Which is the Cobalt planet. If you're going to get it, then it's on sale on Steam right now. So that's and it's half price. It's like £7.50 UK. So it's well worth getting, and now's definitely the time to buy it, whilst the Steam summer sale is on. It's worth it for paying £15, which is what I do. But at the price they're offering at the moment, yes, it's really worth it. Really, really worth it. Right, so let's go home. Up on the North Pole. And yes, Lance, I agree with you. I think it's well worth getting. It's great fun. Hey, Mad Murdy, thank you very much for raiding. That's really good. It's very nice, and so welcome to your viewers. That's brilliant. Thank you very much for coming along. So hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Craft World server, test server for Empyrion. Just testing out a game setup, a server setup. The server admins have asked me to come and test it up. So yep, here we are. It's been up since Monday evening. So here we are, 24 hours later.
Oh
it's
yeah.
Really good. Thank you for the follow, Ubaldo. Big thumbs up for that. Thank you very much. Yeah, so in 24 hours, I managed to get myself up to level 25, which is the top level, and I'm bringing in all my toys that I like to play with. The deposits are quite big on out and about, so you get quite a lot of ore, which allows you to do some good work with your factory. Normally I have a friend I play with in faction terms, as it were, so we work together as a team, but he's away working at the moment, and so this server is going to be running until Sunday evening, when we'll all get together as the community and discuss any problems and issues we had, any things we'd like to change. Then that would be fine. It's a Mad Murphy raid, it certainly is. Right, okay, let's go down into the atmosphere and see if we can see where we are at. Oh, we're there. Okay, so let's look on the map. Oh, we've come down quite a way short, haven't we? Let's do this, but we can scan this part of the world, which we've not done as yet. So we'll look look at this and we'll see if we find any resources as we fly. Maybe a bit high for that. We might need to come down a little. So we'll come down to about 700 meters. There we are. It's a really nice, friendly server. There's no bitching. It is adult. Certainly, there's a lot of fun. One of the test players at the moment is Spange. So if you ever watched any of his videos on YouTube, he's helping test out the server with us, which is really nice. He's a nice guy actually, and he's a really good player of Empyrion too. He really knows what he's doing. Oh, there's something to the north. Let's go and check out what that is. Come up on the detector. It swung around a little, so see if we can find out what that is. There it is. It's a silicon deposit. So let's go back towards our base. Heading back to our base. There's a lot of deadly creatures on here. There's quite an interesting starting scenario. You have to make your way out of across a planet, and all you've got is a pistol and a motorbike, and you've got to get from one end of the planet to the other. Actually, if you look at some of the quite past Twitch streams which are live on my account, you can see what was. When we first did it, it was ludicrously difficult. It was impossible. You just couldn't respawn back to get anywhere. And if you lost your motorbike, that was it. You were down, because a secondary start didn't give you a new motorcycle, or doesn't give you any more of your kit back. So, or fresh start, that's what it is. And I just found it just totally almost impossible to get my equipment back. I managed it a couple of times, but it was ridiculous. So they actually decided that yes, it was too hard, so they toned down the number of enemies that would attack you. Even now, they're still quite dense, but there are little places where you can actually stop and draw breath and actually make yourself something, and so on. It's quite tough, the start, but it gets easier, and as soon as you can get yourself a hover vessel and a harvest box and so on, you're away. But all the resources are distributed around the universe, and they've got this sort of game thing going, which makes the PvPers want to work with you, and that's really good. It is really good. How are we doing on the old map? Well, we're exposing quite a nice bit of map here, which is good. Well, we've got 13 minutes of fuel left. Oh, we discovered another. So you see, the size of the ore deposit is very large. I wish we had the numbers like we used to have, or that you had the option of selecting the numbers. That would be also good. Oh, right, what have we got here? Let's see, we got some red arrows. See, so you got drones that'll be guarding deposits. They'll be that. Yes, there's drones guarding some copper deposits. So my guns have just killed those, it would appear. But they are. It's a hard start, but once you got footing, yes, it goes. It's set to go fast. Obviously, it's a test server, so settings have been put to fast progression for a player and things like this, because yeah, it kind of need fast progression. Let's destroy that drone. There. You do kind of need fast progression, really. There's another drone. We'll get rid of that. Oh yeah, thank you. So you need this fast progression, and you'll find up here, the reason I've come up to the polar region planet is tilted by 15 degrees, I get mostly I get a twilight up here. I don't get proper darkness, which is nice. And also solar's quite effective up here. But you get a heck of a lot of ice golems up here as well. So you've just farmed those, and that helps you level up quite dramatically quickly. Right, so we're approaching base. Let's just get ourselves into readiness. I've got a spawned in a couple of ships. One's very specific PvE ship, PvP ship, or well, from one of my PvP friends. That's that. It says it's called the Starting Warp CV, and that's exactly what it does. It's a Starting Warp CV. I'll background here so that I can unload into my ores. But my first little base is this one, the greenhouse. Yes, the ships do need energy. See you then, Mad Birdie. Thanks very much for raiding. Much appreciated. Yes, the ships do need fuel. From the control panel, you have the fuel in here, which I need to fill. To warp between systems, you have a warp tank, and so you need a different sort of fuel for doing that. The fuels are for here is promethium, which comes in various styles. Can come in packs like this one or packs like this, and there's a smaller version of the fuel pack. There's also the starter fuel, which is biofuel, and that is made from trees.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for the follow, Mad Murdy. Much appreciated. Big thumbs up. So you have the biofuel, and that fuels the ship. The warp tank. This is using pentaxid like this stuff, and this comes from pentaxid crystals, which you go and harvest or dig up, or you can find them growing individually on moons and places like that if you've got a moon. We don't have any moons in our universe. Sometimes pentaxid is found at the bottom of the sea. Right, so I'm going to shut down here. That, by the way, in front of me is an oxygen ventilator. Right. So I've got a passenger seat there for anybody I need to rescue. Sometimes do search and rescue operations. So here's the cargo box. It's got a lot of crushed stone in it. We'll take as much of this as we can. We'll leave some crushed stone behind because I don't want to take the ore with me. We'll take a bit of crushed stone. Now, remembering we were outside, we were busy turning crushed stone into iron ingots. Let's just see how many came out of that. We got 660 and we still got a lot of crushed stone to get through. So we're going to get a lot, and I mean a lot of ingot out of this, which quite honestly is really good. Right, so let's go into the base. Here we go. It's night time. Dark, but it isn't dark for long. So this is my little tiny starter base. I made it a greenhouse. The intention being to have a bigger base, which I've got at the back. And this was then going to actually be cleaned out and then become a complete greenhouse. That was the idea, and it should still happen. Which is why it's all glass, just because. Got a stack of we've got various constructors here. Whew, they've got tasks to do things, but what I'm going to do is put the ore I've got into cargo box, which this one is a mobile cargo box. Right, so Sathium's above, so 7. I'm going to colour that yellow because that's the colour of Sathium. And the other one was Neodymium, which was brown. So we'll make that box brown. So I now know the two ores are in there. I can just look at it easily. Then in here I've got ammunition. I need to make some more 15mm ammunition, which I can do in a constructor. Yeah, weapons and tools. 15mm. That'll make 1,000. 2,000, 3,000. Yeah, that might be a bit too much actually, but never mind. You actually can never have enough too much of this stuff, as far as I'm aware. Anyway, here we've got some 135mm rockets, which we'll put into that box here. These are the weapon boxes. Made a few rockets at the moment. And my personal preference is to colour those a dark green. Difficult to see in the dark, really. But I'm trying to emulate military olive green, and the colours don't really reflect that. It's difficult to say. There's no sort of olive green colour. That's about as close as we're going to get. So those green boxes, they are they're weapons boxes at the moment. On the other side of this little sled, it's another 6 boxes. Each of those boxes are a 1/3 scale of this box. This is the same box, except when it's on a base, it's that size. When it's on a small vessel, it shrinks, but the capacity doesn't. It's wonderful. It gains it's like a TARDIS. Doctor Who fans. Oh, but there you go. So right, I haven't as yet got any orders from any of the PvP factions, but I know they want weapons, and I know they want some various bits and bobs. So I'm making the sort of things that they'll want. They'll want motors, because they're going to want vessels and bits and pieces like that, which I've already got blueprints for. So blueprints I've got for small vessel. I know that there'll be somebody will. That's half a small vessel. One of the players on here would like that. So I'm going to make that for them, but it takes 2 hours, 27 minutes. So hence the reason for making motors, because they will bring down, there's quite a lot of time and work involved in making motors. So I'm doing that, and I'm pre-doing it. And that will help quite dramatically in bringing the time down. So have we got any steel plate? Yes, we have. Bring these nanotubes. They all need to go into like that. That's good. Okay, take care then, Mad Murdy. Thanks so much for stopping by. Lovely to see you. Look forward to seeing you the next time I'm on. Bye for now. So that's it. Right, that's all the components necessary to make a whole load more motors, which it's busy doing. I'm going to make a whole load more too. If I can. I'll just let that do that, because I'm going to make one of those ships which I know will be desired by one particular member of one of the factions. They are actually not on at the moment, so there you go. I'm waiting. Normally HZN will be busy buying from me, but they're not. So I'm going to be selling that ship to the other faction. So I need to work out the price. Now, I do have a price list, although my price list is not here. It's just in a file on my computer at the moment. So sorry I can't show that to you. I might be able to actually. Wonder where I put it. Oh, I know where I put it. It's in Steam. Steam. It was a Steam screenshot. So let me just find that on here. Not sure if I can share the window with you. Program 86. Steam apps. Steam apps commonly. I don't know why I did it twice, but there's now as strange as that. Screenshots. Yes, here we are. No, that's not the price. That's the price list. Okay. Now, I don't know if I can share this window with you to show you what the what it is. I might be able to browse. Let me just put this up here, and I can see if I can do this. I should be able to do it. Won't take me a moment. Save screenshots. There we are. And that is the last one I took. So it should be 620. Yeah, it's that one. Open. Okay. So let's do that. Let's turn that off. Edit that scene. Let's see. Position size. Reset size. There we go. So now you can see. This is from a different game, but there you can see my price list. So this is what I'm looking at. These prices are for a complete stack of something, so that's one square all filled up, and it's in gold bars. So they will give me gold bars to for things. So, for instance, if they wanted to buy some artillery shells for a hover vessel, they would get 50 in a stack. And that stack size, stack of 50 shells, would cost them 65 gold bars. And so on. So if you wanted a stack of missiles, you saw me move some missiles, so they're 118 for 300 missiles. So that's how the economy thing's working. I can make furnaces for them. Furnaces cost them 91 each. The furnaces they can smelt their gold in. So that's how that's working, right? It's quite simple, really. Economy and then war. So yes, lots of blueprints. You're quite right, Ubaldo, because they make life an awful lot easier. Now, this thing is, let me write this down. Fe, that's for iron, is 1766 times 15, because it's 15 credits. I work out in credits, and then once I've done it in credits, I convert the credits into gold bars by dividing the number of credits by 250. 250 credits is the exchange rate for a gold bar. 1369, and Saphium, which is 200. Zascursium, they want 6. There's going to be 688, and that's 160. Erestrum, that is 688 again, times 200. That's a difficult one to get a hold of. Si for silicon is 625, and the silicon costs 20 units, 20 credits per bar. Copper, 608 units are used, and that will be priced at 25. And then cobalt is needed 488 by, and cobalt is 30. And finally neodymium, a small amount, 360 is required, and that costs 160. So we're doing a little bit of maths in this with the little small calculator thing. Sorry, the old green screen's being a bit funny, but there you go. 76 by 15 is 26,490. 1369 times 200 equals that. That's 273,800. 688 times 160 equals, and that's 110,080, and then 688 times 200 is 37,600. 625 times 20, that's 12,500. 608 times 25 equals that. That's 15200, and then 488 times 30 equals that, 14,640, and then 360 times 160 is 57,600. So, and that totals to a grand total of 647,910 credits, which is just over 500,000 for one of the most popular, or one of the most recognisable ships in the game. This is Spange's creation, the Reaver's Fate. And if I divide that by 250, means he's going to be paying me 2,592 gold bars, plus any delivery charge that I make on him. I'm going to put this in the game and then tempt him with it. So now all I need to do is to put these things in. Now, as you saw, if you were watching on a previous thing, I can move this into the factory, and then if I've got the ingots and stuff in here, I just drag them in and drop them in. If I put all the just raw ingots in, it will take 2 hours 27 minutes to be processed, and before I can spawn the ship in. If I put components or blocks in, and this is made out of hardened steel, then I can significantly reduce that time, because the time taken already to make that component is taken into account. Herein is why I am making motors. Motors take a while to make. So I'm making motors, and those motors will help me reduce the time on making that ship. If you go berserk, you can get it down to making the ship in 1 second, because it takes into account the time taken to produce the number of motors and so on. So if you've got a really smoky production system, you get making motors. You can spawn lots of ships in really easily. So there we go. I'm going to be putting the Reaver's Fate into production tonight. But before I put any materials into my factory, As you can see on the left, what's in my factory is just a few bits of silicon and a little tiny bits of copper. I'll throw the motors in. Motors are made up in basic terms of iron, silicon, and copper. Okay, so that's what they're made from. So it breaks down for every motor. It knows how many ingots are used to make it. So it adds those into my account, but it also takes the time for each motor off here, because it also it doesn't have to, it appreciates that there's time has already been spent, so it allows you to use that, and that can significantly reduce. Now I'm going to throw in a good stack of motors into this to see just how much of this comes down. So let's take it as an example. At the moment I've got 433 motors. Let's get up a bit higher. How's my coffee cup doing? Oh, my coffee cup's empty. Let's get to 440 motors. I'll nick them out, and then I'll throw them into the blueprint. There we are. And we'll see just how well that brings that down. So let's just do, that's 220 motors. Now that's brought that down to 2 hours. As you can see, the copper ingot has increased, the silicon's coming up, and the iron's coming up. So let's drop some more motors in. That's brought that down. It's taken an hour, basically an hour off the processing time. I've got room to add in a few more motors, another couple of hundred before I have excess copper. But that will, so if I do another 200 motors, I'll have used all my copper allocation up. And then I can keep adding them until the materials within the component are matched. So that and that are all green. They'll go green when they're full, or they've hit the grade. So that's that. Now I can then just I can put other things in which will do the job. But I don't have a lot. I could put optical fiber in. That would do things. I could put lights in, because lights use steel and optical fiber to be made. So I can put lights in. You see, so there's that uses optical fiber and glass plate. That's a lot of silicon and a little bit of steel, but that will make a lot of. But it takes time to make, you see, so consequently that time is reflected if you put those materials in. I might well do that. Yeah, I want another couple of hundred motors. I'm going to carry on making motors because they, if you like, they kickstart the blueprint production, which is excellent, right? So that, by the way, it's the electronics. So in there is going to be the crushed stone generator. Here is cement, which has been made, and up here is nothing now. Another product that people want. I've got some bullets here, which need to go into the bullet box. So on there, I need another stack. So 1500 divided by 100. 1500 divided by 100, 15 times. There we go. So we want 15 of these. So we'll do 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. That will make the required. Oh, there's a bit of sathium there I haven't seen. That needs to go into the sathium box here. Was that all ammo? What, in that box there? Yes, that's all ammo. The top half is 30mm ammo, and the bottom half is 15mm ammo. So 15mm ammo is used in Gatling guns, like those fitted to this vehicle here. So that's Gatling gun ammo. They're just forward-firing ones. or as in my CV, I don't know if you're with me, Beholder, but my CV. Oh, it's the other end of the building, isn't it? Dopey mare. That has two types of weaponry on it, and you can see it on the side here. Those are minigun turrets, so they fire 15mm, but they're Gatling guns, but in automatically aimed turrets. Also on the ship are sentry guns. These are sentry guns. These fire the same sort of bullets that that a rifle does. Yeah, so these are sentry guns. They're quite good for clearing the ground, a landing ground ready for you to go down. And this is a rocket turret. So this fires big 150mm rockets, and it's got a good range, and it tends to just kill things at a serious range. It's probably the longest range weapon, and given that my ship is made of standard steel, it really does need to be reasonably well armed to keep the AI things at bay, like drones and the like. Oh, this is nothing. I mean, this is tiny. I normally am supplying weapons like this by the box load. I've started making missiles here, and that will be full before I sell that. And that will get me quite a decent return in gold. Now, you may answer, what am I going to do with all this gold that I get? What am I going to do? What do I achieve? Well, excuse me. The goal for a PvE player, or players if they're working together, is the acquisition of one's own planet. Custom planet, you can specify what's on there, how big it is in terms of size of the world, and what resources are on there. You can have up to 5 resources present on the planet. Whether you'll have POIs there for you to play with and to have some fun with, and so on. And depending upon the various types of planet, lava, ice or snow, alien, la 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 la. You gotta share. Well, I mean, Beholder, you're very welcome to come and join us on our server, but you do need a bit more experience, so do play through the game a bit. But you'd be very welcome to come and join us. The PvE or PvP will help you along the way, and certainly help and guide you and show you the tips and tricks, because that's what playing in a community is all about. But be under no illusion, this server's settings are on hard. So it is hard to start with. You've really got to have your wits about you. But once you're away and you've got something really numpty like this, and this is something I just banged together for myself. Once you've got something like this, you're cooking on gas. You really are. So it's Craft World, it's the Steam world. It's go on to Steam Workshop. So go to Steam, go to the community section and put in Craft World, and then you'll get to our thing, and then you can request to join the community, and then come and play with it. Now, Craft World server is it's a paid for server. We have to pay for it. So what we kind of ask you to do is buy your game slot on the server, and that basically is a contribution for typically a 1-year period. The typical cost is $1 a month, or €1 a month, or whatever. I think it's going to be €1 a month because the server's based in UK. It depends on who's paying for it at the moment, but the cost isn't going to be onerous, and it will be a lot of fun. You'll have a lot of fun playing with us.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much, Beholder. Big thumbs up. That's the thumb up for the follow. I much appreciate that. So do consider coming along and join. Do come and join the community anyway, because you can this game server, the design of it is community led, so your input on the game is always welcomed, and there will be points of view are listened to, especially when if they're valid and well argued. So it's got a nice atmosphere. Right, no, so not only is it just making stuff and growing things, it's also growing stuff. So we've got a garden here. It's a little garden at the moment. I'm not really going berserk with this as it stands because, as I said, the server gets wiped on Sunday. It'll go down, and then we'll talk about our experiences with this game in its test mode. And then certain factors will get reset. So game progression will be slower. There is no doubt about that. It will be slower than it is currently, because the game progression is actually very fast. But that's, of course, in test environment, you want things to be fast so people don't have to hang about long waiting for it. So it will slow down the speed of progression, but not so bad, as it were. To think I got to top tier within 24 hours actually isn't bad. The top level. Oh, excuse me. I do beg your pardon. That's not bad. That's not bad. It might take a couple of days when this server goes live to get there again. But hey, no matter. It will be fun getting there. That's for sure. And that'll be that. Right. So what are we doing in here? Right, so there's our last set of bullets. That fills the fills my my little thing up again. That's half and half, which is pretty good. But I need to start making. I'll need to start making rockets. People will be expecting rockets. The best thing I can do with that is start. So I've got electronics and da 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 da. Right, so I'm going to make some more 30 homing missiles because they'll be wanted. I will also be making non-homing missiles, and I'll make a case of those. But first of all, I'm making a case of homing missiles. Right, so that little sound means that there's, I think it said it was a drone base coming. Let me just check on my screen here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Come back, come back. Come back, where does it say? I've missed it. It's come. Yeah, okay. I missed seeing what that was. Very, very, very sad. That might. I believe that was the drone base, drone attack warning. But we haven't seen any drones up here. We're quite a way, and there's probably another base in the way coming up to us, because looking at the map, we're here. I do know that there's another PvE faction who's set up somewhere around here, and as a consequence, so if the drones are coming in from somewhere around here, forklift, okay. So what's the forklift? Don't know. Who's in the forklift? And why is that on the screen? Don't know. Here's the short answer. Go. One of the things for missiles and so on is certainly for base points of view is Erestrum. This is this green stuff, which I've got in here. I've got some Erestrum. I've got 849 ingots of it now. I'm going to need to go mine some of this stuff in terms of go out in my big CV here. So I will do that while this makes yet more missiles. I'm going to queue up a few more missiles here, because it doesn't harm. These things will sell well. very well. I won't have to worry about those not being sold. So let us disappear and go and get some Erestrum. So up the elevator. This is real. This is my adaptation of a workshop design. I've taken this originally. This ship, the Mighty Digger. There wasn't pink inside for a start, but it only had 5 drills on the front. It's got a few more now. Like 21. It's got a lot of drills on the front of this ship. So it really does mine unbelievably rapidly. It's really fast. One of the drills is offset and it's not in the right place, and that's that one on the bottom line as its front. It sticks out incorrectly compared to its buddy, the next one along. But I'm not worried about that. So what we do is we hit the we check my food, which is good. I'm at 273. Have I got anything in the fridge? Yes, I have. I've got a burger in the fridge, which will be enough for what I need to do. We have enough fuel, full board. We've got full oxygen on now. We're all ready, in all respects ready. Let's take off. Off we go. Way. And up we go. This is a really quite powerful ship actually. It bobs around really easily. Whee! It's highly maneuverable. Highly maneuverable. Right, so we're going to Rara E. That's the rare ores E. E for Erestrum. So here we are, and our thing is. Oh, it's over there, right? Okay. So here we are. We happen to be travelling at the right, fast enough speed. We'll now warp over there. And here we go, Erestrum. Now I've got to find more Erestrum asteroids because there's one is not nearly enough. I need a lot more than one. So we know where one is, and that's just in front of me here. 6 kilometers. I've already been here once and marked that, but I do need to get some more. Need to find some more. So that involves drifting along until we see one. Which is somewhat easier said than done at times. So you just wobble around and sort of look. It will suddenly appear, bomb, because it will get just painted in, and we'll suddenly see it. But we only see it from about 3 kilometers away. So it takes a bit of luck to find them. There's 20 asteroids in this field that are ore bearing. The rest are just decoration. We just fly along in a God knows where pattern, and hopefully one pops up. And we can then go mine it, having first bookmarked it so that we can come back. The asteroid fields regenerate every half an hour. There we go. So even if you come along and somebody's had a mine, had a go at it before you, it soon comes out of the, it's not long sbefore it comes back for you. We're looking for an asteroid with green splotches on it, and that will be our Erestrum asteroid. So far we've drawn a blank. It could be anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. It will suddenly pop into view, and there you are. We found an asteroid. Oops. We're going to have to come that way a bit. Such is the risk of navigating an asteroid field. Right, okay, there's not a lot there, so let's just sort of float off up here and see if there's anything up here. See, this is, you can see loosely it's in a ring, but it is somewhat loose. And finding them just takes a while, nothing more than that. Floating around in the ether and trying to find asteroids that have got green bits on them. And then once we've got one of those, we'll take it apart. But we'll bookmark it so that we know directly where to come back. It would be nice out of the 20 to find 4 of them. That will be really, really handy. So at least we know where they are for the next time I come. I don't have to spend this time searching for them. Right, so we've kind of got to the edge here. Let's reorientate ourselves. So this is our orientation with the center of the... Yeah, so we'll just drive in here and see if at this level we find anything. Fascinating game. Yeah, well, Beholder, I take it you're doing the Robinson Protocol on your game, which is excellent because that will help guide you through all the individual areas of gameplay, and get you used to it. Once you've done the Robinson Protocol on at least medium setting, ideally hard, but medium setting, you're then pretty well equipped to get stuck in on playing on the server like this. Because you will get help from other people. Hello, user.
Oh, good evening. How are
Good
yourself
evening.
tonight?
I'm fine. How are you? So,
Very well.
so I'm in the stream at the moment.
So I gather?
Yep. Oh, are you watching?
I had a quick peek.
Ah, there we go. Sneaky peeky, eh?
Yes, indeed. You having a
Okay.
good time?
I am. So fishy. It is fishy, isn't it?
That is correct.
All right. Okay. I'm making a Reaver's Fate.
Lovely. Is that for Spange?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Very good. Very good.
Which I thought, he's going to need this at some point. It's only going to cost you 2,592 gold bars.
Ah, bargain.
Yep, I thought so too. I helped Elin and his crew in the game on the previous place, but they're very strong. So
They are going full at it. I haven't seen them offline yet.
No, they are going full at it, and they will be dominant. Now, of course, I am being British, always supporting the underdog.
Yes, I mean they rocked up on me day 2 with 3 tanks, and I was on my own.
Yeah, and
in my little base that was just literally a starter.
Oh right, so somebody's been here already. They've been here to this Erestrum asteroid, and they've nommed it. Nom 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 nom, and I haven't found any more as yet.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to find some What's the coordinates of that? I don't know if they're quite random because they should be quite random, you know, the chosen coordinates. But you never know.
No, I guess not.
And of course, you can't find that sort of information out. I'm trying to find some others, but that will be Matthew ADR. He knows. Now, of course, the thing is that well, hopefully they don't. Oops, oops. Yes, there's another one, and it'll be mined out, of course. But the more important thing is that I've found it. I can map it.
Waypoint that and come back when it respawns, hopefully.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so those are the two in the center. So we must be fairly close to. Don't want to reset that one. I don't know how long it is since they've been into the asteroid field. Let's just sort of tootle about here and see if we can find it more. POI up in POI warning. POI warning. There we go. So if you're looking on your screen and can't see it, it's top in the top left-hand quadrant. Near the top of the screen, you'll see a POI, and that is that's now just despawned, as it was, become unpainted because it's now greater than 3 kilometers. I am avoiding that. It will hurt me. It could very well cause me to die here, so I'm going to leave that one well alone. It's I'm not going even. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near anything that basically. Ah, look, here we are. Here we go. Now we've found it. So this is exactly what we're looking for. The green splodge. Now, it could well be that somebody else hasn't found this one because this asteroid field is so spread about. You've got to take your time doing it. So there it is. Let's put the marker down. Accept. Ding. Thank you very much. Right, now we'll go and nom this. Oh, this is going to be good. This is one of those big ones. This is one of those big old. Hello, let's get a nice lot of a restroom. Thank you very much. Nom 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 nom. 21 gun salute.
To deliver that Reaver's Fate. Is that something that you can do now, or is? Or
I'm in the. It's going to be the Reavers. I'm expecting to be able to deliver that tonight.
Lovely. I've got payment ready, so whenever you like.
Okie dokie. So yeah, I've just got to. This is what I wanted was just one will do, and it couldn't have been better. This is one of the biggest yielding asteroids of all that I've found. So I will just norm this to my advantage, and then go back home and. I will put the Reavers on go.
Lovely.
Are you going to do more SV play, or do you want anything else? I've got access, of course, to Spange's thing because friends list. So
yes. Well, I was going to ask if you could maybe stick me a Saladin on the go.
What's a Saladin?
It's a heavy tank. I designed it as a Crusader killer.
Okay. Did you not want one of Spange's Churchills or similar?
Potentially. I mean, it's in that kind of category of ships. I'll post you a link. Or...
am I a friend of yours, Fishy? That's the point.
You are.
So without being friend, I won't be able to get to your blueprints.
Let's have a look.
Right. So that netted me one thing netted
What's
me.
Your Steam name?
Death by Trey.
Friend request pinging your way.
It is indeed. Oh, do you know what it is? I haven't done accept. There we are. Close. Job's done. Right. So yes, I managed to get 3 stacks and a bit of ore off one asteroid. So that's quite nice.
That is very good.
That is very good. Yes, that's more than made the trip worthwhile. So I'll not hang about, and we'll go back to home, wherever the pointer is going. It's going there, and we'll go bye. And oh, hello. Right, so let's where have I come in? I've come in on the low side, on the southern side. So let's go sort of there. To get to me, you just come in via the North Pole, and you get there. Actually, let me just coordinate. Yeah, that's it. Let's travel up and up. Now again, I need to be careful because there's bound to be a POI in orbit.
They are everywhere in orbit around where we are.
Are they?
Hmm.
Have I got to be careful coming in and delivering? Because there will be a delivery charge of 20%.
20%? My goodness.
Yeah, well, that's the delivery charge. So I need to look at
delivery business. Obviously, it's a very affluent way of making money.
Well, yes, I could get somebody else to deliver it. They'll charge 20% or something similar. Right, so that's that. Here we go, up. Where's the polar region, for God's sake? Maybe around here somewhere. Looks like there's a storm brewing there. Let's go in on the pole. Here we are. Let's go in here and see if this is the right place. Possibly, possibly not, but we'll soon know. Right, okay. Oh, that took a bit of while to repaint that lot in. Oh yes, it's not bad. Well, yeah, it was seven clicks from our base. So up we go. Because it's quicker to do this from space. And that'll be our base there. So until I'll have to stop and restart the game in order to let's get ourselves oriented and then point down at our base.
Don't worry about it. I don't think I'm going to be taking my tank order anytime soon, as we're not in a position to transport it. So.
Right. Okay.
But I might well be requesting some SVs or something at some point. I've got a fairly extensive library, as you'll probably see.
Right.
But yes, thought I'd just pop in and say hello.
Well,
See where
indeed,
we're at.
yes. Yes, indeed. Well, I'm sure, I don't know when Spand will be on next, but I'm sure when he comes in to find a Reavers sitting there, he'll be, oh, goody.
Quite so. Anyway.
But Reavers is armed with 130s, isn't it?
I don't even know.
Right, because, you know, there is a, you know, potential armaments order to go with it.
Yeah, that could potentially be a thing. But
it is a
I'll
thing,
leave
you
to
just need
decide
to know what
once.
you need.
Oh yeah.
As a transport CV, wait, okay, let's come out of here. Hang on, pick up my ores. Access, pick. Thank you. As a transport, oh, hang on, let's just have that burger because that would be nice before it goes off. As a transport CV, this is deliciously cheap. This thing.
Well, what is it? May I require?
It's a platform to transport ships and everything. Is what will come over to you as the the Reavers will be delivered on this.
Okay, a flatbed type thing.
And it's just a lattice flatbed, four mini guns. It has some cargo boxes on it. There's a control cabin, which this variant has a shower fitted on it. Because I was doing some mining work from it, I fitted a shower because I was in radiation and had no radiation protection and all that sort of stuff. Doesn't have the constructor standard, but it does come with the 4 medicals and the medic chamber, clone chamber, armor locker, and repair station.
Very nice.
And that is this is not expensive, as you can imagine. With all this, this is dirt cheap, and it's warp capable level, you know, ship. So you do not get into a fight with this thing. You run away rapidly.
Yes.
But this was used by Elin and his friends to transport their fleet of tanks to defeat the Omega's stronghold fortresses.
Oh, okay.
Which they did quite well.
Just as a quick question, are you able to whack any silicon on the market at all? I am desperately short.
Well, normally I don't sell ores, you see. I sell finished product.
You just do ships.
I know, I don't do ships. I do anything. I don't mind. But you have to say, you know, you don't want silicon. You want what? You want half a box. You want a stack of whatever, you know. So if you're watching the stream at the moment, did you want a box of a half box of 30 mil and a half box of 15 mil, or just you know? Did you want me to? Will you want to buy a whole box of 135s, or part of the box 135s in stacks? But you know, so these are ores at the moment. So I make things, and the reason I make things is that you use an exact amount of ore, and it actually is cheaper than buying stacks and leaving half stacks lying around, and which you can lose, and so on.
Yeah.
So
no, I just really need to get some silicon so people can chuck it in their factories for quick, cheap SVs and HVs.
Right. Okay.
Miscellaneous, because I've got about 200 in the whole world sat here right now.
Okay.
I imagine that's not enough.
No, it won't be. What have I got? I've got a few bars knocking around. Just a few. I can make you some. Where do you want to? I've got to go to the trade center to do it.
A stack is fine.
Right. Okay. Silicon is sort of stack. That's saying it's 20 times 1,000, 20,000.
Yep, that's fine.
8,000 divided by 250 if you want to do it in gold. That's 80 gold bars equivalent.
Great.
That's 20,000. Yeah.
Can we trade gold bars for that on the market, or do we have to do
No,
it in
you
person?
have to make coins. You need an ATM to do that,
Oh,
of course.
I've got about 300,000 in the bank, so that should be fine.
Oh, right, okay. Did you want just all the basics, a stack of each of the basics?
Yeah, if that's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. I can do a stack of each of the basics. The whole cost is 60k for the one stack of each.
Nice. And if there's any Eristroms Ascosium, just a little bit of that would be fantastic.
It would define a little bit.
Let's say half a stack of each.
Oh, I haven't got any iron ingot there. Oh, I know where. I don't know if that finished actually. So all the I mined an asteroid, and when I say I mined an asteroid, the asteroid itself no longer existed at the end.
The asteroid is no more.
The asteroid is no more. It has ceased to be. So you get an immense amount of crushed stone. So I've already made one stack of iron ingots out of the crushed stone, and I'm not finished
Oh, wow.
on. Yes. So it's almost as lucrative mining crushed stone as it is going out and mining it from the planet ourselves.
Yeah, that is really impressive.
So what do you want to make for lasers, mining lasers and so on?
Literally, like, stuff like we're talking real essentials, like gravity generators, repair bays, that sort of thing.
Right, so what would you like me to build for you? Order it now, and I will just put it on to cook. Watch the stream. Gravity generator, times how many?
At times 2.
2. Cooking?
2 tier 2 repair bays, and obviously 2 repair
Base?
stations.
Yeah,
Yeah, the full works.
no, it's just unlock everything. I haven't unlocked everything yet. Stupidly. Repair bays are done, and
Yeah, the repair console, that's what I wanted. Console and a repair bay T2.
Yeah. I take it you're watching on stream now.
I can't have it on. Hang on. Let's see if I can find something on my phone.
There it is, repair bay for console's done. Right, okay, that's good. Right. Okay. So, you want how many repair consoles?
2 tier 2 repair console. No, what? Yeah, 2 repair consoles, 2 repair blocks.
4.
Otherwise,
what does it mean? Oh, capacitor devices. That means. What am I missing? Neodymium, Sathium. That's what I'm missing. A whole stack of Sathium. I'll let it produce the ingots it requires. So up there. Oh no, it goes there. That comes down here. Right, okay, so now everything should light up. Yes, it does. So you want 2 repair console repair consoles themselves, and 2 tier 2s for CV. Sorry, for a base, yes? No, I've lost you.
oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you back, yes.
Sorry, yes, that was correct. Seeing what you said.
2 tier T2s for base.
Yes.
Cooking, anything else?
Yeah, 2. Did you get the gravity generators on?
Your gravity generators are done.
Beautiful. That's what I really need for the moment. I'm gonna want a fair few stacks of combat steel at some point.
Right, okay. Combat steel's a real arse-ache to make, but there we
I
are.
know.
It's something I need to visit the Sathium to visit the Sathium field quite a bit to build up a stock of ore. And then
Yeah.
once I've got a stock of ore, I can then start processing the damn stuff.
Okay. Well, when you got some of that, just give me a shout. I'm always a happy customer.
Yes, indeed. Right, okay. So, what we need to do is to get another picture up on my screen. Pictures, and that one is... Not that one, that one, that one, that one. Bring that up, and now I can look at my screen and then look at, right, a repair console wants two computers. Oh, good Lord, have I not worked out how much a computer costs? Jesus Christ. Because it hadn't happened, had it? Steel plate, which is 3, optical fiber, which is requires 1 ingot. We get 10 out of that, 20 by 2.5. Okay, so 3, 6, and 2 electronics, which is 1 silicon. Again, that's 2. And electronics. Has it got that down there? Yeah, 35. 35 credits. Alright, 35 credits for the electronics. Optical fiber is 20, and steel plate is 3. So that makes 58. Right. So back to this repair console. So it's 58 times 2. That's a comp times 2 times 58. We want a power coil. Power coils are 4,140H. Power coils times 4. 4 times 4, 140. Caps. Oh my giddy aunt, didn't I put down what capacitors are? Jesus Christ. Oh. Ooh, Zascosium alloy, that's nasty. Zas alloy is 1800 capacitors.
Sounds like you have to do a lot of maths there.
I do, yes. 5 times 1800. But I've done most visco alloy. Oh, that's so annoying. Well, that's cobalt alloy is 5 and 3. No, 3 and 2. So 3 ingots, which is 90, and then 2 ingots of steel. Oh, no, 33, 10, 30. So they're 3 each. 5 ingots. So we'll call that 5 ingots of 10. 10. And how much co-alloy do you need? That's 5. So that's 5 times 10. Flux coil. That's lovely, that thing. They're 1260. And 5 of those. Capacitors. Let's just have a look at the capacitor device. Oh god, yes, that's neodymium ingots 5, so that's 80 plus 6 plus 40. 80 and 40, 120, 126 capacitors. Is 126. And how many did you need? 10. Oh, that's it. So 258 is 116. 4140 equals that. Plus 4 times 4140 equals that. Plus 10 times 126 equals that. 5 times 100 equals that. Equals that. And then 5 times that. Greater than 63 million. No. Clear. Let's start that one. So that's 6,300 credits per console.
Okay, 6,000.
6,300 credits per console, and repair bays are. There's a repair bay 1. Oh god, I forgot to work the armored concrete block capacitor device. So let's write the recipe down for that. Rep bay 1 is power coil times 4 times 4140. We've got armored concrete, which is 10. 1 times 10. Okay. Capacitor device, which I've just worked out, is 126. And he wants 10 of those. Energy matrix. NMAT, and you want 4 of those. Energy matrix. Oh, sod you! Why have I got these? I've worked this out so many times, and parts price list, and obviously I just haven't put the damn things up on the board because I haven't made these parts for people, or made them. So I've got to work this all out. Energy matrix. 2 cobalt ingots is 6. Copper is 3. And silica 6. Let's call that 10. They're not too expensive, those bits. And Zas alloy, which of course is deliciously expensive, and we want 5 of that. 5 times 1800. Okay. So grand total of 26,870. So a rep bay 2, which is one of those, and then he wants power coil 2, cap 5, NMAT 2, 10, caps 126, power coils 4140, and then that one's 3 ZAS alloy, which is 3 times 1800. Right, so the grand total is 41,200 credits per T2 repair bay, and 6,300 per repair console. So your bill there, 6,300 times 2 equals that, and then 41,200 times 2 equals that. Grand total is 95,000 credits, sir.
Ah!
For
Yep,
those two items. Oh, I haven't done the grav
Jeez.
gen. I haven't done the grav gen yet.
Do you know what? I'll take one of those. Cancel that second one of the block.
It's too late. It's running.
Oh, okay.
It's alright. I'll put it into stock.
Yeah, for sure. If you don't mind. Sorry about that.
That's
Wasn't
alright.
expecting it quite that pricey. Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah,
And,
well, but you see, it's using exact amount of ores. You see.
no, yes, very sensible. Very
You
sensible.
know, if you'd have just bought a stack, that's that ripped quite a bit of Zascosium that's disappearing into that little lot, and the restroom and so on, because the restroom and Zascosium are in parallel for the Zascosium alloy. So you want one of each repair bay and thing, do you?
Yeah, I'll have to stick with that for the moment.
And two grav gens.
Yes, 2 grab gens will be useful.
Grav gen, it's 2 motors, 2 times nmat, 2 times cap, 2 times mech, 5 times, and flux 5 times. Right, so so motors do have a good price. I've worked those out. They're 60 each. So 60 energy matrix, which we've already done. 10 capacitor devices, R126. Mechanical components, 10. Flux coils, 1260. Right. So EGravGen is that. Grand total of 742 credits. 6742 credits. Now, if you're doing this via the trading post, then there's a 10% charge on all trades via the trading post.
Okay.
So let's look at your total bill. So you want 2 grav gens, which are, so it's a times 1.1. That's 7416 times 2 equals that 14832 credits for the 2 grav gens.
Okay.
Including the trading post. Repair bay. We want 1 console, which is 6,300 plus 630. Is 6930. 1 repair cons equals 6930. This is the price that they'll appear on the thingy at.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the repair 1T2 rep is 45,320. So 45,320 plus 6,930 plus 14,832 equals 67,082 is what you will be asked to pay.
How much in total, sorry?
67,082 credits.
Okie doke.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, the trading posts, they're awful. Right, so one of those, that's for those. You wanted a stack of, oh, bollocks. Nuts. I wanted that one up. Okay, so you wanted a stack of iron, which is iron. Is 1650, 16500. Oh yeah, that was the they cost 60,000 the three normals. You got to add on 6,000. Oh, I got to do that. I got to work it all out, bastard, because it won't. It does them as individual items. Ooh. So that's yeah, 1650 for the iron. 2500 plus 2500 572500, and the silicon is 22,000. Okay, that's
Okay.
what the prices will appear on the trading hub for this lot.
Lovely.
Right, so on me I have 2 grav gens, 1 repair bay, 1 repair console, 1 T2 repair bay, a stack of iron, copper, and silicon.
Good.
Correct.
Sounds fun.
Right, I'll make my way over to the thing, and then I'll.
I will also go to the thing.
Yes, to the thing. Let me just see how's my motors doing. I've got 960. That will help bring the build time of the Reavers down. So hop into my trusty SS10. Why?
It's a nice base you got there.
It's not bad, is it? It's actually designed. It's it's all glass.
Oh,
and
that's crazy.
Well, the idea of it, of course, is it's supposed to be it's the starter, but it's designed to become the greenhouse. I brought this in, which is J. Randall's Farpoint Outpost, but I haven't done anything with that yet. But that was to become the construction hall, really. But I haven't done anything with that.
That miner you have behind you is incredibly massive.
What, my mighty digger? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 21 gun massiveness. It is designed to be massive. Hang on, have I got oxygen and working on here? Yes, I have. Yes, it's a nice base.
No, I don't have time or resolve to build something massive this week.
Yeah.
I'm just here to kick some butt. Which is not going terribly well, as the other team is just able to grind so much harder.
Well, they got a problem with getting gold reserves and so on.
I can get gold, that's not a problem, it's everything else that I want.
Yeah.
Luckily, before they raided me, I managed to get a massive deposit in. So I had everything in my bank before they came in and just
Right.
took everything. It was a very cool escape. I logged in, and I was just I started to look around my base to see what I had, and then I saw in the corner of my eye 3 red icons, and then they had clan tags on them. I was like, okay. And then I saw 3 tanks rolling up on my base, and I was like, ah, right. So I kind of grabbed my nearest SV, just emptied every single constructor, and chucked them in, and got my repair tool out, just stripped everything down as I could, and then just bolted.
Bugged out, yeah.
And they as they blew my hangar doors off, I shot out. They gave chase in an SV, so I headed for orbit, and as I hit orbit, I massively backtracked and went back down into planet again, and they lost me.
Right.
So I got away with an SV worth of stuff. So I didn't lose everything, but I did lose about 3 SVs and my miner, which was upsetting.
Yep. Yeah. Well, the thing to do, like I say, is to use use PvE for blueprints of vessels.
Yeah. Are you friends with Rusty on Steam?
I'm not sure if I am. I don't think I am.
Okay. Actually, it shouldn't matter because it's public. I would quite like another flea with a laser miner variant.
Right. Okay.
After this deal's done, we can have a look at that.
Oh, right. Ding. Right. Okay. For sale. Create offer. Now you are on where?
I am on Hades orbit.
Hades orbit. Okay. Set. Repair bay T2 1 credits. Oh, where is my calculation? $200 times 1.1 equals that, and that's 45.3. Are you ready to trade?
I am indeed. I'm sat here at the station.
5320. Oh, yeah, okay. Create sell order. Okay. Brilliant. Pending. Claim all. I need the money. Right, for sale. That works, you see, doesn't it?
Nice and easy.
Isn't it just? Except I can't buy gold with credits, but never mind. I've now got heavy armor. Now, repair console. I want to do that on Hades orbit 1, and the repair console was 6,300 if I remember correctly. Yes. $6,930. Create sell offer. Yes. Create offer. Hades set. Now we've got. What did you also have? You had gravity generators 2. How did I write that down? Do you know, I've lost my piece, but oh, there we are. 6742 times 2 equals that times 1.1 equals that 14832. Create cell order.
Brilliant.
Right, and now it's just down to silicon ingots. price. They're 22,000. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. Wrong. And these are 15, which is. I don't know what I did with that piece of paper, you know. Oh, yeah, there you go. And finally, no, set where it's going. Going to Hades. And this is what? Oh, Cooper. Job done. No, it decided to do that abort offer. Thank you. Stupid. Iron ingot. I'd already set it to Hades, but you didn't set, did you? And that's it.
Wonderful. Right, well that's helped me out very much. Thank you for that.
Right. Recent.
I can now use that stuff to get more gold.
Yes, indeed you can. And I have got a FT of money. So, hello. What are your food and seeds? Oh, all right, for food seeds. Resources.
Wait, was that a lot of money?
Sorry, was that a lot of money?
Yeah.
Depends.
Because if that was a lot, mate, I can throw so much more at you.
I'm sure you can, but coins, I don't know what coins are any good at, you see.
No, they're not
Because
particularly useful other than trading backwards and forwards, are they?
you convert them as you need them for this. Otherwise, keep gold ingots, because that's what I want. But of course, that requires a face-to-face transfer. Well, I did the fate, didn't I? I gave you the price of the fate.
Yes, you did. It was 3,000, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't. It was 2,592 gold bars.
2,600, we'll call it then.
Yeah, 2,600 gold bars. And then there was the delivery charge. How could I got to spend my time going and getting it to you? Right, okay. Medium armor or heavy armor? Shall I have medium armor, I think?
Heavy armor is going to just be so painfully slow.
Yes, it is. So I'm going to buy myself some medium armor. And that's it. That will do. I've got a multi-boost, so that will be very nice. No point having auto miners. So
Guess
there we
not,
go.
no.
No, that's right. Right. Okay. So nice doing business with you.
Yes, thank you very much. I'll be
You're
back
welcome.
if I need anything.
Yeah, I'm sure. Get you back on your feet, but yeah, that's why I thought I'll build a Reavers for Spange, because I know he'll want. He'll like coming. Oh yes, thank you. This is the compass fixed version I'm using.
All right.
Which he'll know because he conversed with the person who turned it round for him. In other things, I have also got his angel wing
Oh, I know the one.
blueprint, which I think he might want as well.
I might be in the market for a turbot. It's
Right.
one of mine. It's an SV.
Okay.
It's on my public page, and it is. Yeah, if I could have a price for that, that would be interesting.
Okay. Well, I've got to, what I have to do is to load the thing up and bring it into my blueprints.
Yeah, well, you can actually have a look at the I've done a screenshot of the thing, so you can see it in the
Ah, right, and I can
workshop.
calculate without that.
Yeah, the P34D turbot.
P34D turbot.
If you search turbot, that
So
should do it.
P34D turbot. Turbot, but turbot, B-E-R-T, yes?
Turbot.
Oh, turbot, right, okay.
If you search for just that will find it. I can't imagine many other people decided to name their ships after that particular breed of fish.
No, quite. What was it else you wanted me to look at in vessels?
The Saladin, the FT10H version, I think.
And anything else?
For the time being, no. I think the rest. Actually, no. Strike that. There is one SV P25A. You'll have to wait for that one to load into your blueprints. But P25A is my go-to SV for just general purpose.
Alright, okay. There we go. Yes, this is my general go-to, any general purpose SV. Settle down.
That wouldn't last 5 minutes in PvP.
No, it's not designed for that. It's a
exactly.
it's a utility ship. It's to do with for what I want. Right. Okay. So, one Fate du River. Let us grab 980 motors. F2 and go drop. Right, I can make that in a second.
1 second.
1
Nice.
second. Yes, let's get 1400 Sathium out. Might not have made the Sathium yet. I might have to process that. Right, so I'll put the repair console, second repair console, to one side for you. Right, what else do I want? I've got a list here. I need to keep opening it up. Zirconium 688. I haven't processed it as yet. Why haven't I processed it as yet? What have I done with it? Oh, it's over here, isn't it? No, that's neodymium, that's thingy. I went and got some Zirconium. Why haven't I got any more now? What did I process? Oh, I did it up there, didn't I? Isn't here either. Oh, nuts holes. Oh, we're done with that. I might just have to whip off out to space. That's empty too. Perhaps I didn't do enough. Hey mate, just have to go on a little cruise.
Yeah, I see you got the ladybug there.
Yep, the ladybug was there, yes indeed. Not there, is it?
If you haven't tried Rustimus's Flea yet, I would highly recommend. It is a nice substitute for the ladybug.
Well, I tried this thing, the auger.
Oh yeah, I haven't tried that one.
It's actually quite okay, but it's difficult. You see, it's got obviously its drill turret. So this is the Scorpion auger, and yes, you can say, what's that doing there? But that's there so that when you are in top-down view to look through, you've got a mining device active, therefore your ore scanner works. But it's actually quite difficult to see the materials.
Yeah, it looks like it's a really interesting design.
It's different. It really is different.
I like that. I like that.
You know, it actually works remarkably well. So that's what it looks like. Let's just go around. So it sits on a wire. You drive along, and then you drop down, and then you've got your drill turret on the front, and you just drill straight down. 35-meter range on the drill turret, so all the deposits are drillable from this. You've got headlights for when you're going forward. You've got headlights that focus on the drill. So you've got very nice setup for lighting, for mobility.
It's been well thought out, hasn't it?
Yeah, it comes with 2 minigun turrets, but on the end of each boom, I've changed one of the minigun turrets to a rocket turret.
Ooh,
135.
dangerous.
So it just, oh, there's a drone over there. Whoosh, gone. Bye bye drone. And when you finished, you just oh, I got out of here. Actually, where's it gone? Oh yeah. So you got a door and a cockpit in here. You see. So you got your cockpit. Scorpion owner on there. Right, so that'll drop down. So in here you've got a constructor, fridge, ammo box. There. That's your harvest box. You've got O2 stations, so you can take this to a hostile planet. The reason I've got this is I'm going to the off-world mines are hostile, and especially the lava world. So this will afford me the protection I need, when I'm drilling.
Quite right, yeah.
And it doesn't bubble about all over the damn place. You go stop, drill. It's slower because you've got to reposition all the time, but then again, it's accurate and doesn't bobble about. So that's yeah, I can't think what I've done with all that, because I did bring some Zascosium back, but obviously used it, you see, because I haven't got a lot left. Oh no, I have, look, there it is. Right, so what did I want? Sathium 1390. So that's doing that. I can take significant amounts of that off, can't I?
Right, it's POI time. I have so far stripped down 2 entire POIs solo.
Oh, right.
The first one was really good. I got loads out of it. The second one, I died about 40 times. I got trapped.
Alright.
Awkward situation where I couldn't get to my bag without being killed.
Oh, yeah, that's a nightmare when you get that, isn't it?
Yeah, it was really frustrating. But I
Mhm.
sorted it in the end.
Right, so I need to go and well, no, I mean I can fulfill the order for the fate. I'll bring that in, and it might go on top of the mining CV, which will be useful if it does. I don't know what the fate's armed with, though. That's the point. Mhm. We should be able to make. I know it's got. Um, 60, 120. Let's do that with 30. It's 130s on it. When it comes in, I'll find out. We also need to put green. Have we? Oh, we haven't got green yet. Right. 7 green. That's that one. Colour coding of boxes commences. Right, so that's 1320. I need another 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This goes in 688. So 600. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 700. That won't hurt. Actually, no, I only need to do 600, don't I? Cause got Restrum 688. Have we got any more? There's more there? No, we haven't. 166, which will make the 300 we need. Yep, that'll do. Now we've got 600. We want 100, so we'll just do 120. We'll do 10, 11, 12, 13. Now we are. Oh, 14. Don't do 13. One too many. Right. Cobalt 488. $314. So 488. So let's do 10. That's 100. Let's do 200. Cobalt and then neodymium. 360. Neo. Okay. Lump of Neo. Out, please. That'll do. So 360, 100. Yeah. Right, so all the ingots are cooking necessary now. Now, it's interesting to note that if you blueprint a ship, and before you save the blueprint, you fully load every weapon, i.e. hit reload on every weapon so that they're reloaded. When you bring the blueprint in, when you construct it, it will come in with the weapons fully loaded, free of charge.
Wow, did not know that one.
It doesn't. The ammo box isn't loaded, but the weapons have a full magazine reload on board. So 300 rounds per Gatling gun, for instance, all ready to go. It's a bit like if you've got a base with a solar capacitor in. When you bring it in, it comes in with the capacitor fully charged.
That's pretty cool.
It's very useful.
Did you know that you can have multiple capacitors?
Yes, because look, 2.
Ah,
And so far, that energy usage hasn't changed. I'm totally solar base here. This goes in 688. Look at that. That's exactly the right number of Zescos. Good lord. How amazing is that? You'd never put Adam and Eve it, would you?
you would not.
$5.99. You want 688 of that too. 639, 649, 659, 69, 79, 89. Don't need that one. There. Put that up there, out of the way. 688. Dunk. So, trick. Make motors. And all you need to do to make motors is put a ton of crushed stone into a portable constructor. Leave it. It will make motors.
Ain't that handy?
Uh-huh. The
Power station.
114.
Is that POI you are familiar with?
No.
No, me neither. Seems rubbish.
4, need another 40, 30, 20, and one more, and one more. 88. F2. Drop. Just the Neo to go. F. Hang that there. There's the Neo. And done. Right, off we go. Din 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 din. Oh, hang on a minute. Start production. Blueprint finished. Ain't that just fun? Whee.
Very good.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's PvP knowledge for you, see? 2 Reavers plate spawn. Spawned. I hope it has a... I hope it has a docking clamp over here. Let me in, come on. P 116. Fill. So we're going to, laser charges Oh, it's 135 homing missiles. It's not 130s. Oh, I thought it was 130s. Never mind. And 50mm bullets. Oh, I can do. I'll just make some laser charges. Where's the driver's seat? Where is the driver's
On
seat?
top, I believe.
Ah, oh, is it? Mhm. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Voila. Yes, it does have docking tabs. There's the little docking legs. Right, that's good. Right, so laser charges. 135s. This is going to make some laser charges. And what do I need? 130s, I'll come back to those because the other side are going to try those out, cost cheaper. Weapons. Laser charges for those are going to want Oestrum gel, pentaxid raw and plastic raw material. God, how much plastic raw material I got? Some. Whee. Corn 20. We got stone dust, plastic raw material. Make it. We're gonna need a bit more of the green stuff. I'm gonna need one of my precious stacks. Right. Okay. So, plasma charge SV. Right. So, that's a stack. That's a stack. That's a stack. You'll have to send Spange a message in and say you have a surprise waiting for next time you log on to Empyrion.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head to my own channel, Missbox. Thanks for doing business.
Okay. Do you want me to run over? Do you want me to run over with the Reavers tonight?
Yeah, sure.
Or not?
I'm not currently near the base.
Okay.
I might take order of it tomorrow if that's alright. I don't think there's any hurry.
No, there's no hurry whatsoever. There it is. It is loaded oxygen. So it's fueled, oxygened, and one stack of each ammunition on board.
Jolly good.
Which comes with the deal.
Yes, sounds very nice.
So it's ready to rock and roll straight from the factory.
Thank you.
Which is kind of necessary. You take delivery of something, and usually you're being shadowed, and you need to make sure you're loaded for bear straight away. Right, jolly good. We will deal with that tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Catch you in a bit.
Cheers then. Bye.
User left your channel.
So there we go. And you've seen the Reaver's fate is now a reality and made in for the delectation of Spange, which is fantastic. And now I'm actually going to bring in the. Have I got it? Where is it? No, it hasn't done it. Why is that one contains forbidden block? But there we go. Shouldn't have any forbidden block at all in it. Delete that one. Delete that one. Then I must go and do that. Anyway, so it is now gone midnight and it's a working day, so I think we've had a fairly successful session. We've made Spange his favourite toy. We've got repair bays and everything have been made. So with that, I'll bid you a good night. Thank you for watching. Been great to have you along for the ride, and perhaps see you tomorrow evening when we get stuck in to do some more. Probably going to be online next from say around 6 o'clock UK time, which is 1700 hours, 1700 Zulu. So if you're around, do come and say hello, and I'll look forward to seeing you then. Night night all. Bye.